Good morning. We're just on the way to Coffex Coffee because I texted Kelvin, the CEO of Coffex Coffee. I'm interested in his few products that I would like to go and try it out. And he's kind enough for us to drop by and try few products. That is Difluid Airwave, number 1, for the roasters. We're already bringing our roaster today. Number 2 will be Pietro hand grinder. Number 3 will be all ground espresso grinder. And number 4 will be the new brand called Deep Brew Espresso Machine. Let's go and check it out. Alright, we are here at the Coffex Coffee and oh, Kelvin is there. Alright, let's go in and find a spot to place our roaster and also to check out the environment before we move the products in, because we brought our Aillio Bullet to test out the airwave as well. Let's go. Alright, we're here right now at Coffax. Kind enough for us to set up our own bullet is over here. As you can see, it's all concealed from the cooling tray up until the roaster drum. And it's connected. Right now it's connected to Airwave. So we're gonna try roasting it 1 kilo of dark roast to really fully test it. And purposely, we are opening the door over here as well, just to try out. Outside, we have a lot of Coffax stuff over there, just to see whether they can feel and smell the smoke when we do a dark roast Brazil over here. So in the meantime, while waiting for the machine, the drum, the roaster to heat up at 310, so we still have to wait another probably like 15 minutes. Yeah. Then we shall update again. Right now it's about heating up, almost reach. Once it's reached, it's about any time right now. Could be within minutes. We're going to drop the beans in. And we recheck all the sealer, make sure all the tapes, there's no leakages. And the setting for the airwave right now is about 50%. So because we are about to roast it as dark roast, and intentionally we open up the doors over here to see whether they can smell it. That's how we can really test this unit. Yeah, okay. Ready? So right now we're charging the beans. Surprisingly, just now when we turn on the airwave at 50%, right? The roaster has detected and it thought we charge in the beans where we didn't charge in the beans. So we will lower down into 30% to start the roasting process. Hopefully right now let's see and test, see how it goes. So check this out. Right now how it works is, we connect the duct into the airwave. The airwave would heat treatment, and I can feel there's a heat over here. seems like our testing has been failed because the conceal is not being good. The hose over here is meant to go up. It's not meant to curve back. So right now it seems like it cannot suck out the smoke. It seems like the smoke keep on bouncing up from here, bouncing up, and the whole room is smoke right now. All right, let's do a closure right now. And I think we have failed, as not because the airwave has failed us, but because we didn't have a really good setup, because we mobilized the unit over here. And we didn't realize that this thing could have, it's not sealable. So this thing, it throws out a lot of smoke. So that's why the whole room was smoky just now. Yeah, so, but anyway, if let's say Kelvin allows me to bring it back, that'll be good. Finally, we can loan this unit back to our shop and give it a try for a few days. And then we give feedback to Coffex Coffee. Alright, let's do another video for this. We're just done visiting Coffex Coffee. They are kind enough to loan us the Airwave to go back and properly test it out. And it seems like probably one of the first roaster to try on Airwave in Malaysia, because that's the only unit from Difluid. And also we got to get our hands on into Deep Brew, the MRC, and because of time factor, we have to go back and continue our work as well. And we only can spare half a day to shoot content in Coffex Coffee. Because of that, upon arrival, there are a lot of waiting time because there are some other PIC or product manager to wait for them to talk to us, to learn also how to use it. In that sense, right, we do not have enough time to shoot 4 products. Instead of 4, we only managed to shoot 2. And they told us we can come back at any time to shoot their products as well. Sure if this helps. I put a portable fan over here because this thing over here, it generates quite a heat. So roasting time currently about 4 minutes. Start smelling some toast a little bit. Just like that. Coming in from the roaster, and then this device will treat the smoke coming out, hot air. So just now we gave a 45 a try. It really messed up the aura. It jumps up to the max and bounce back to the lowest. So immediately we just change it back into 40 and it's running back in normal. The beans, it seems like right now it's okay, and I've increased it to 50. Let's decrease it 40. Let's give it a try. Oh, you start to see visible smoke coming out. So that's increasing to 60. How about 60? Okay. No visible smoke right now. Doing all right over here. All right, it works quite pretty well. It's just that there's this thing to control, an extra thing to control when we drop the beans out. Given that environment, let's say you have no other choice, if you only can roast without any ventilation, if this is your only choice, then too bad, you have to get this. Let's say if you have another choice, you can buy a motor like that, then most probably you have much more focus into your roasting instead of controlling over here before you drop the beans. You jack up, like for example just now, once we drop the beans, we have to jack this up like 60% just to prevent it from leaking of the smoke coming out from the roaster. First impression of this machine, it looks like some sort of speaker hi-fi, really presentable, and the interface is really elegant, the touch and feel, because you can just rotate this and then you just tap on this to off, tap on this to on, and long hold into the menu, right, to choose whatever kind of mode you're setting. The long hold to come out, and right now it's still on. If you ever wonder how heavy is this device, let me just try to carry it with 2 hands. Definitely you can carry it with 2 hands. It's almost the weight like your speaker. Give or take, it's about 5 kilo, 5 to 6 kilo. Yep. So it's very mobile. You can move around the table. All right. Now I think we just roasted over here 2 batches. And first time we were roasting over here, it was trying to get used to it, try to understand what is it like to use Airwave. And right now we kind of get a hang of it. We are trying to do like 40% at the beginning or 45 max. And then before we drop the beans into the cooling tray, we try to jack it up into 75% just to prevent the smoke come into this place. And upon enter this room after we just finished the roasting, it seems like not much of significant difference in terms of using the air ventilation going out into outdoor and compare it into using with Airwave. It's really not much of difference. If let's say we know how to use it better, because right now just second batch of roasting, let's say we know better, understand better, I think we can even reduce into almost no smell at all. Who knows, right? So this product is for who? This product is for those home roasters 1 kilo to 3 kilo of capacity. If you want to roast at home in your condo, it's very suitable because you have no choice other than the Airwave at this moment. Because you cannot roast at the balcony and you try to push all the smoke into the balcony out from there, you get a lot of complaints from your upstairs neighbor and downstairs neighbor as well. So with this, you have very minimal. If you roast at balcony with the Airwave, I'm sure you get a very minimal smell. Even though right now we are in concealed environment, not much. You see the window, not much of smell. So if let's say you plan to roast it at home, especially condo environment, you can roast it at the balcony. I don't think you get much of a smell because balcony is better airflow, better smoke going out. But yet, this machine has treated the smoke. Anyway, thanks for watching. We're still kind of learning how to use this. And right now, second batch, quite happy with it. Alright, thanks for watching.